So before I show off the thing that I've got, I want to give shout-outs to Gay for Aliens, who contributed tonight's unbox thing. And what we have tonight, he actually sent a lot of these, but I went ahead and when we opened it during viewer mail, I was like, let's actually part them out, and I can do like specials every once in a while. So I have picked out 3 different things of Wacky Packages. Wacky Packages stickers, Wacky Packages trading cards. Basically, he sent a lot of Wacky Packages. And for those of y'all that don't know, these are basically stickers and trading cards that parody popular American brands. And that's what they've been for quite some time. They've been around for several decades. I think they started back in like the 70s or the 80s, and they parodied brands from back then. And they took a hiatus for a while because they weren't cool anymore, but I believe they have come back because what I have here are a package of the 50th anniversary ones, which has a Donald Trump reference smack in the middle. It's actually building blocks. We looked at that during the viewer mail unboxing for these. So they've been around at least 50 years, I guess. When I said several decades, I wasn't kidding. So I guess I hit the nail on the head when I said 70s. We got that, and then we have a package of Flashback stickers, which I get the feeling are reprints of ones from the 70s and 80s, given the font choice here. Probably, maybe even only the 70s. And then what I have here is actually part of the more recent series of Wacky Packages that have come out. But this is the all-new series #1. So they're actually up to like a dozen of these series at least. And I think it's cool that these still sell in this day and age, you know? Wacky Packages, these are a relic of another era. Back when kids would have Trapper Keepers that they would put, you know, like stickers on and things like that. So the fact that Wacky Packages is still hanging on, I don't know. Maybe people are too obsessed with the fucking Dow Jones and the you know, Standard & Poor 500 and all that crap like that. This is the real test, whether or not the economy is booming. People still like Wacky Packages? People still buying those? These are actually all pretty recent as far as I know. Let's see, the copyright date on the 50th anniversary, yeah, this is 2017. So this one would have had to have been fairly recent because they had to reach their 50th anniversary. But they contain older ones. This one, judging by the copyright on the back, these ones actually have a date of, there's a contest or something mentioned that ended in 2008. So this is actually the oldest pack that I received. And then this new Series 1, they started doing these, oh wow, they've been doing these a while then, because this is also mid-2000s. So these are from the same time period, and these are slightly newer, but they go back farther, so who knows. Anyways, let's take a look first at Wacky Packages' 50th anniversary. Now, I don't know if the price tag right smack in the middle, I don't know if that's exactly how much was spent on this pack, or if Gay for Aliens got them in bulk. I know, here's a piece of advice for me. If you watch these videos or you come to these unboxes because you're a big fan of like vintage trading cards and things like that, when you go to comic book stores or collectible stores, or hell, even if you're at like a convention and there's like the junk dealer who's always at the convention, you know, there's always somebody there that does stuff like that. If they have a lot of unopened packs of cards, chances are if you buy a lot of them from them, they will heavily knock the price down because they get these for near nothing, and it's basically just a matter of like, if they can just sell a couple of these at $3.29, they'll make most of their money back on the whole lot. So they are more than willing to work with you, and you can haggle them down in price and get a lot of these for a lot less than sticker price. So some of the examples from the 50th anniversary are fairly recent examples, I think. There's some type of Hello Kitty litter, I think is what that is implying. A happy mess comes in all colors of the rainbow. It's great. And then, of course, capitalizing off of the ongoing nightmare that is the 45th presidency of the United States, we have Trump building blocks. And then finally we have Comrade Crunch. And I don't think that Comrade Crunch is something that was printed during the Cold War, because the box art being parodied is too new. So these all seem fairly contemporary. Not a good lead-in for something that I would say 50th anniversary material, but I don't know. Also, the joke here is that communism works because there is 3 pieces of Captain Crunch in that bowl. That's so weird. So there was some type of drawing going on. I don't know. It doesn't necessarily mention what it was for, but the thing that caught my attention is this a Canadian thing? Do all Canadian sweepstakes do this? Because look at this. Can you focus on this? Starting here, potential Canadian winners will be required to first correctly answer the mathematical skill testing question. Include on a 3x5 card the answer to the following skill test question: 14 times 5 plus 5 minus 2 equals blank. Is that a thing that you have to do in Canada? Like, here in the States, you can just send a self-addressed stamped envelope to any sweepstakes and you're automatically entered. But in Canada, they make you work for it? Is that a thing? 14 times 5 plus 5 minus 2. So that's what? 14 5 times 4 is 20. So that's 70 plus 5 is 75 minus 2 is 73. So if anybody's looking for an easy answer, there you go. Write down, just get out a big ass. Now I just wish I have a stack of note cards. They're nowhere near I am. I just get out a big ass note card. Do I have anything I can write upon on here? No, but I tell you what, I do have I do have one of the... Do I have the one that's kind of water damaged? I don't feel bad about this. I do have one of my cola cards here. So what you gotta do, it's not 3x5, but you just go up and you just write a big-ass 73 on the back of that. And you send that to Topps Canada, and they'll... I don't know. They'll tell you if you got it right or not. So that is really bizarre to me, as like an American. That's one of those things, right? You know, I'm looking at this and I'm like scoffing, like, fucking Canada making you do math to enter sweepstakes. What the fuck is going on in Canada? And then Canada is like, fucking America, ain't nobody getting tested for coronavirus and people dying left and right. USA #1. Are you tired of winning yet, Draco? And I'd say, you got me this time. You God damn it. So, let's take a look at these 50th anniversary cards. So this is, I think we got all, okay, so we got them all back, we got them all upside down. So that's good. That's always good. You got, it's always good to get them upside down, that way we can actually more, you know, this is a movie sticker, but then we can just pick them up like we're playing a game and just appreciate what's here. So, 50th anniversary, crazy movie sticker. This is number 9 of 9, and the movie is, man, this looks like almost like Garbage Pail Kid style art. Nightmare nail polish. I finally look as pretty on the outside as I feel on the inside. That's a quote from Freddy Krueger himself. Also, is he poking? Is he? Yeah, I was gonna say, is he picking his nose and one of his fucking knife claws is going through it? Yeah. Your claws will be killer. Nightmare nail polish. This one, I get the reference, but it's not that funny. I mean, I guess Freddy Krueger doesn't have fingernails, right? He's got blades. So if this was... I mean, it wouldn't even be funny if it was like Wolverine from X-Men, because again, he's got fucking blades that come out from his hand. So this would only be funny if it was like Alien or something like that, for a creature that actually has, like, you know, claws. But I do think it is funny that Freddy is saying, I finally look as pretty on the outside as I feel on the inside. So the next one we have here, Crazy Cereal sticker, number 7 of 9. And the Crazy Cereal is Lucky Chum. So from Guts and Gills instead of General Mills. Great source of fish oil, though. I've heard taking fish oil supplements is good
for something. If you every time you want to burp, it tastes like you've eaten a whole bag of fish sticks. Freshly harvested from the iris seed, then allowed to sit and rot outside for months. Lucky chum, they're magically indigestible. I like that they actually, for the fish types over here, they went with fish that have colors in their names. You know what's unfortunate though is that I want to flip it over and look at the jokes on the back of the box, but I realized it's a sticker. This is all you get. We just looked at the back of the card. This one's got some charm to it. Pun not intended, but pointed out. But I did notice that this is the retro style of the box, but they've recently brought that style of lettering back. So I don't know if this is a recent one or if this is an older one. I'm not sure if Lucky Charms still had that type of font in like the 70s and 80s. I don't think it did. I know it does now, but I think that's more of a 50s or 60s throwback, so at this point, who even knows? So, this next sticker is a crazy politics sticker, and so is the one underneath it. I don't like the connotations that suggests. This is 5 of 9, this is 9 of 9. So I figure let's just get it over with. And it's... I know a lot of people who would find this funny, and that's what sucks. So we have Hillary Clinton's cast iron cookware. Remember, nothing sticks to Hillary. Deceptively good. Great for frying or keeping Bill in line. Now with crooked handles and phony coatings. That is actually, we need a new pile just over there of ones that I just don't like, period. I'm gonna throw that. Don't get me wrong. Was not a big fan of Hillary Clinton, but also not even less of a fan. There's a fucking sentence in here somewhere. I hated Donald Trump more than Hillary Clinton. But that card is not funny. So, Wave Cube, that's boomer humor. That's what it is. That's what it is. So now we have another crazy politics sticker, and if it's a fucking Hillary Clinton, oh my god. Y'all can read that, right? This type of shit isn't funny. This is not a parody of a brand or anything like this. This is a parody of an actual box of Lucky Charms. This is a political joke at the expense of something that really fucked over a lot of people. The tea that leaves. I get the pun. Tea leaves, which you use to make tea. It's the tea that leaves, as in we are no longer part of the European Union because we voted on something, and yeah, okay, that goes in the Clinton pile over there, with crap that I don't think is funny. So, yeah, it's Buster Keaton rules. Brexit's enough of a bad joke in its own right. It's just, the Wave Cube humor's so dry I can't even see it. Alright, here's a crazy celebrity sticker. And one thing I've noticed is that these, with the exception of, again, these two are arguable. This one definitely looks like a reprint from something from the 80s. This one, I don't know. But those two that I threw on the ground are definitely from within the past few years. Crazy celebrity sticker is Kylie Jenner Bee Pollen Lip Balm. Comes in 12 shades of bright red. Makes your lips look... God damn it. Focus. Makes your lips look like they were stung by 1,000 angry bees. Is that because she got collagen or Botox or whatever the hell injected in her lips and, like, it actually does look like she had an allergic reaction to something? Because then it's kind of funny, but at the same time I'm like, I don't know. Again, this is not a parody of anything. If you wanted to, okay, Wacky Packages, I'm gonna do your job for you. There's a type of chapstick lip balm
Chapstick's the trademark version. There's a type of lip balm. There's a brand called Burt's Bees. That's all the hint I'm going to give you. Y'all do the rest of the legwork on your own. We have a crazy TV sticker, which I guess is going to be based upon some type of show, and the show is it's a Simpsons thing. See, this looks like one from the 80s. Dough, nut holes, and this one works. This one works double time because dough is Homer's catchphrase, and he eats a lot of pink donuts. I don't know if titular. I did just say tits. I don't know if the iconic Simpsons pink donut is jelly filled, but I think the fact that they made the box pink is explanatory enough. I get this one, and again, looking at the way that this is drawn, it actually looks older than the other one, so it does look like old art that's been reprinted. It's pretty simple. It's, I mean, basic. Every bite is a Homer. Like, I mean, I know why that pun is there, but that seems more like something baseball related. Even though I know they're talking about Homer Simpson, but so we've got crazy TV sticker, another one, and this one is fucking hell, oh my god,
Bazinga.
We got Big Bang popcorn. Pops in 3.8 billion years. We have a theory. You'll love it. Seasoned with science. I hate this. Granted, I will say it is very clever, and I'm going to give them some points for this. It's very clever that they have the old Jiffy Pop thing. This is a stovetop popping corn thing. I don't know if they still make these anymore, but you can put it over a campfire or put it on an oven range or whatever, and there's a little handle here. So the fact that they've gone with the motif of this and turned it into the Rutherford model of the atom. Okay, as a science geek, I get that. That's funny. Unfortunately, I refuse to watch an episode of The Big Bang Theory because, as a science geek, I know that if I do that, I'm not going to be eating Big Bang popcorn after watching that show. I'm going to be eating a fucking bullet. So this one is a 50th anniversary sticker, so maybe this is the one that is, what am I trying to say? Maybe this is one of the actual vintage retro ones. I'm not sure. Or, no, okay, hang on. So looking down here, I noticed there is a Barnum's Animals type thing. So this is the original 1967 version of this, so I assume the one we have is... What the fuck? Cracked Animals clickbait. You have Shark Cat on a Roomba. Sure. The Sneezing Panda, I remember that one. Screaming Goat, yeah, and then you have fucking Vermin Supreme? Why? Okay. This was not advertised as a crazy political sticker, okay? Let's get that one out of the way. B, if this is, a parody of the original 67 version, why didn't you just print the original 67 version? You clearly have it. You updated it, and it sucks, and you threw in fucking Vermin Supreme and his giant toothbrush and boot hat. For those of you that don't know, Vermin Supreme is kind of a joke presidential candidate who has run in every election for the past, 20 years. And he's from, New Jersey or something, and he promises everybody a free pony if he's elected president. He's clearly there to be the fucking countercultural thing, but these days that's not what we need anymore. The time for those kind of jokes is over and done with. But he's still around, and I don't have anything against the guy. He's a goofball, but this isn't funny. The original... Can I even see what the original one was? Let me see if I can... Okay, so the original Cracked Animals
There's a crazy zookeeper locked up in a cage. There's a laughing hyena. There's a dead alligator. No, you can't want. Don't earmuffs. That just took a bad turn. It's a fucking alligator skin suitcase. That's funny. That's funny. As morbid as that is, that's funny. And then the last one is a happy hippo, and it appears to just be a hippopotamus wearing sunglasses or whatever. They could have just reprinted that, and that would have been way better. 50th anniversary Wacky Packages. So far, if I have to rate these three, I mean, these are going toward the bottom there. Although, okay, we'll pick out favorites at the very end, like I usually do. Let's go ahead and actually look at some proper flashbacks. This pack was printed in the early to mid 2000s, and should contain some more retro ones, like the kind I was hoping for in those. This product is not authorized or endorsed by any of the companies who are the subject of parody. The products we are spoofing, including our own, are all good ones. No kidding. So that's their disclaimer. There's another one of those. Look. Shoutouts to Canada. If you want to enter the sweepstakes, there you go. See? Look at that. 78 plus 92 times 7 minus 43. This one is actually slightly harder because you actually have to keep in mind the order of operations to do that. Or PEMDAS, which in grade school they taught you was please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, which was there's a term for that, but the way you remember those things. I got in trouble for remembering it, for suggesting to remember it as please execute my dumbass sister. So, oh, hang on, shit. So there's art on the back of them, but also on the front there's... Okay, so let's... Well, this is the back. I can tell because there's this, but there's... Holy shit. So the back of this card... I mean, let's start things off on a low note. We can only go up from here. Come alive! You're in the diaper generation. For those who are young. Poopsie Cola. Poopsie. Drink some of that. Start him young. Get him drinking that high fructose corn syrup. Wouldn't want to change those diapers. Don't like it. I don't like it. So let's just flip that over. And instead, okay, look at that. This, where was the 50th anniversary one? We got Captain Crud, and this is definitely a throwback because this is, I mean, I remember like from a long time ago this style of box of Captain Crunch. This over here, Comrade Crunch from the 50th anniversary pack, that's another fucking political joke. 2 out of the 3 examples are political jokes here. Not fucking funny. This, Captain Crud, inside, real pirate, taste cruddy even in milk at the bottom, and then you have this goofy caricature of Captain, he's just saying help, and the Quaker Oats Pilgrim is a fucking zombie, not zombie, it's a fucking skeleton up there. Apparently this one's from 73, according to the year up in the upper corner. That's not the card number. This is card number 12, but from 1973. This is genuinely funny. This is parody, okay? This is the type of ambivalent, fun, freewheeling type of humor that I remember Wacky Packages for. Not, I already threw them on the ground, I can't pick them up. Not those. This is what I remember. This is clearly a piece to a puzzle. I don't know what it is, but I know it's on the back of, you know, these other ones. Well, actually, here's one of the backs is just a bigger version of Captain Crud. I would kind of like to have that. But, alright, so on the front of this one, we've got another Pepsi joke. I think we see where their alliances lie. This is Burpsy Cola. 48 belches to the ounce. It's a gas. Jumpin' Jack Flash, it's a gas. This is also from 73. So, we had Poopsie the diaper drink, and then we've also got Burpsy. So I like these. These are funny. These are what I remember. This is some type of skin. I don't know what this is. Brand. Silence brand. In front of this one, we've got Sanitarium Crazy Crackers. So this is, the brand, I believe, is Sunbeam.
It's the same company that used to make Cheez-Its, I think. And I want to say they're called Sunbeam or Sunshine. Anyways, they're called Sanitarium here. Packed in straitjackets. Crazy crackers. You'll go nuts over them. These are... Fuck. Did they have a special name for their saltine crackers? Because I remember this packaging, but I don't remember if they gave... Because these are just salted regular crackers. Or they also sold them without the salt if you didn't want that. But I don't remember if there was a special name for them that started with like a letter K. I think the boxes just said premium in big blue letters, I think is what that was. But, yeah, no, this one's not, funny, but I like it. So on the back of Captain Crud here, we've... Fucking hell. How many Pepsi jokes y'all make? How many? We got Pupsy. I mean, now I was joking about the soft drink for dogs. Well, I mean, when I was joking about the dog drink and the Pepsi, the painting I made, that emote, I didn't think we'd get dog drink and a Pepsi. Jesus Christ. Up at the top, though, something that's funny. Fleas don't litter, and bury the cans when you're finished. You can tell this is a really old drawing of a can of soda, because they don't have a pop tap. It's got a pull tab. It's got one of those things that you would just... It's a ring you just pull straight off. Man, I think by the time I was old enough to start forming memories, I think they quit doing that. I think Pop Tops had become the thing, but the openings of the cans, were a lot more narrower than this. They were probably about half as wide for pouring and drinking out of a can. But, yeah, no, this is a proper old 1974, according to the date there. We get... That's just some off-brand Beppis. So this is some type of laundry detergent thing on the back. I don't, like I said, we're not going to get all the pieces to it. But this one is Mex Packs. Coffee for Mexican bandits. Great for drinking and oiling pistols. We got a little bandito on the front there, and then... Wasn't there literally... Didn't JonTron make a video where he was, hawking his merchandise or something, and then he went to go make coffee, and he opens the coffee can, and reaches in there and goes, "This is a gun." And he just straight up pulls a gun out of a coffee can, like what this sticker is doing. I'm not saying that's where he got the idea, but that's, life imitates art. Mex Packs, I don't know what brand they're parodying here. This is from 1973, so chances are, by the time I came around, this, whatever brand is being parodied, was no longer in manufacture. So we got another one that's, piece of art, and on the... legs pantyhose. Wow. I guess they really... This is 74. They really did sell them in this packaging. Forever. Logs. Oh, the joke is logs. Sorry. I thought the joke was... Well, hang on. So, okay. So, the brand is Legs. Leggs, right? And it's pantyhose that came in a plastic egg, which were fantastic if you had action figures and dinosaurs you played with when you were a kid. Because if your mom bought these, like mine did, you asked for the eggs, and then you had, instant toys for free. But, so, the joke here is that they're called logs, and you can see over here the woman wearing them has, logs for legs. But then the top part, the egg part, is, hatching like it's an egg? So I feel like these two punchlines are at odds with each other. They should have committed to one or the other. It's a little confusing. I mean, both are humorous, obviously, but this one is... I'm not feeling this one as much because, like I said, you have two punchlines vying for attention, and I feel like the artist should have went with one of them, but that's... Oh, and Gay for Aliens, actually, he looked this up and helped me out. Mex Packs, this is a parody of Max Packs ground coffee, and yeah, I don't remember Max Packs, so that's unless that led to Maxwell House, I don't actually know, because I think
Maxwell House has a Hispanic gentleman, an adventurer or something with like a pack mule as their logo, don't they? So I wonder if that's the same. I wonder if that's the same brand. I don't know. So we got some more down here. This one looks like another proper art and a checklist and stuff, but more art piece. I don't know what this one is. On the front, well, we have STP, but it's being parodied as STD for stops traffic dead. Oil shortage makes racers edgy. You'll be sick of driving. So this is 1973. So this one is actually pretty amusing because I know they went with STD because obviously did that abbreviation exist back then to describe like sexually transmitted diseases? Because I know we were still learning about that back then, you know, syphilis and all that nonsense. But this one, I think they went with STD because they went stops traffic dead because in the 70s there was a bit of an oil crisis. There was a shortage. And it was very often you would be driving down the road to go to the gas station, and you just have to keep going because they would have a sign out that would say, no gas. They were out of gas. They just didn't have any. They could not sell you anything. The tanks were empty. So this joke from STP fuel injector cleaner stuff from 1973, this is a joke not only about STP, but also this would have been topical at the time because that's when the oil shortage was taking place. So this one has a little bit of history behind it. I like it. I like it. That one's funny. So the back of this one says, eat the stick, eat the stick and throw away the sludge. It's a sludgesicle, obviously parodying Fudgesicle, which is now owned by the Popsicle Company. The ice cream that makes you scream. And then this, I mean, that's an awful lot of muck that came off of just one of these. So this would have been 70s. So the movie The Blob did exist because that came out in the 50s. So I don't know if that's what they're kind of going for here or what. But what do we got in the front? Liquid. We have a parody of Liquid Plumber called Liquid Bomber. And this is opens drains, doors, walls, and innocent bystander. You couldn't get away with that joke today. This is from 73, of course. Most of these are from 73. Drain opener, danger, keep out of children and radical leaders. There are 2 jokes on this that you probably could not get away with printing on a Wacky Packages today. That might be the reason why the disclaimer exists purely on this package, because these are all the retro ones back when you could really get away with a different type of humor. You couldn't print one of these today. You could still print Liquid Bomber instead of Liquid Plumber, but the flavor text, you definitely have to redo that. But this is for when you know, Liquid Plumber is for the everyday mess ups, everyday clogs. Liquid Bomber, that's when you go down to Taco Bell and get those Doritos Locos tacos, and you gotta that produces a problem that only Liquid Bomber can solve. This next one is from 1967, and it's a Borden parody. It's Boredom's Instant Coffee. 1 cup. Well, first of all, what's the Borden? What's her name? Bonnie? Rosie? Fuck. What's the name of the... Daisy? Daisy the Borden cow? I don't remember her name. But she's yawning. But basically, the advertising thing here, 1 cup puts you to sleep forever. I mean, honestly, can I get a cup of that? I mean, I could deal with the cup of Boredom's instant coffee. I think at one point in all of our lives, all of us want a cup of this. Let's just be real here. I didn't realize this cup of Joe is what I've been craving for the past like 3 years of my life. Goddamn. That got dark fast. It's Elsie. Is it Barrel Hit? Is it Elsie the Borden? You know what? I'm gonna Google that. Her name is Elsie the cow. You are correct. couldn't remember. I guess I was close with Daisy. I don't know.
Maybe one of those is the laughing cow. I have no idea. But so this next one appears to be a larger version of the Crazy Crackers, Sanitarium Crazy Crackers. So last one in the set we have is Prowl Shampoo for cat burglars, and it's a shampoo bottle filled with like a hacksaw and a metal file. There's a crowbar in there. Looks like a chisel of some sort off on the left, and then down here there's even more tools. Even down it says 7. Hang on. 7 stolen ounces. Now, Prowl is... Fuck, what's the brand? There was a shampoo brand. This is from 76, but they sold this up into the 80s. It's not Purell. That's the hands. It's Prell? Prell? Let me test that. Yes, it is Prell. That's what it is. So, God, I'm good at this. But, I mean, we got 10. We got 10 in here. And it actually said these are, parody cards. It does say stickers, okay. Because at first I thought these were just going to be trading cards. But no, we got 10 stickers. And out of these 10, I think, like, almost all of them I thought were actually genuinely great. So, that's where the bar's been set. And now what we have here, printed around the same time that they started doing the flashbacks, they also brought back Wacky Packages as a product series. So this is the all new series #1, and judging by the stuff on the cover here, we have a Snaker's bar, Bling Pup instead of Ring Pop. That one's not as funny. Gutter Aid with bugs and leaves and shit floating in it. So these are going to be the same like what we've been seeing here, but these are going to be more probably about brands from the middle of the 2000s and probably a little bit before that. So nothing too new or recent in here, but that's what it's going to be. Also, I have to check for this now. Also, the math equation here: 10 times 2 plus 5 minus 10. That's 15. So again, you have until 2004 to submit those answers. Oh wow, they were doing something. Man, I wish I was more aware of this, and I wish, well, in 2004, I mean, didn't really have a whole lot of money in 2004, I was still in school. But it says down here you could bid on the original art from Topps Vault, the topsvault.com, and the auction started in the middle of 2004. So, I mean, probably the artwork that went into these stickers, you could buy the originals, I guess. That's pretty cool. Hopefully that doesn't mean that they can't print those anymore. Don't sell the originals. Oh man, I really messed up this pack. Whoops. I hang on to these, like, that's the thing. I always hang on to the trading card packs, and you guys are like, Draco, you're a hoarder. And then I'll whip out that thing that's hanging up there that's made from all the trading card wrappers. I'm like, told y'all assholes I was gonna do something with it. Oh, look at this. We got a clingy thing. That's one of the chase cards. It's a good sign already. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Let me set this over here. All right. So, clingy. Hang on. Shit. No. I'm spoiling them. The cling one is kind of stuck to. Shit. Hang on. I'm trying to separate it without destroying the thing. So here we go. And I also wanted to flip them over. So there were apparently 55 in the first series. Is this... Okay, so this is a sticker here. This is gross. This is genuinely unsettling. We have Zit Cat instead of Kit Kat. Beef-coated wafers for cats may cause feline acne. That is a very distressing drawing down there. I don't like this. I don't like it. I really don't. Sad Sacks. The oh shit! This is this like old art that's been reprinted? Because this isn't the parody. The parody's on the other side. I just flipped it over real quick. Sad. Offer expires any second. Let me get a focus on that. Sad sacks. The sacks for sad people. Everyone gets sad, but who wants to look at them? Throw one over an emotional wreck today. Guys, I'd like to thank tonight's stream sponsor, Sad Sacks. Log on to sadsacks.com/GatorBox and use my link in the video description below, and you'll save 6 cents off the your own order of Sad Sacks. But yeah, the coupon is for 6 cents off. On the other side, though, we got Spittles. I'm starting to see a recurring pattern here. We gonna focus on Spittles? Loogie Berry. Hey Mario, I got my own candy. Loogie, it's a different loogie. It's not you. Saliva-filled candies. That's gross. But at least it's not as gross as the other one. I mean, the fact that the liquid inside is white now has a different connotation that I'm sure everyone else is just, you know, gonna... Yeah, some of y'all already pointing that out. But... This is like whenever we open those MREs and the Skittles all congealed and turned into like that nasty mess. This is what we actually had. We had Spittles. That's what it was. So this is another checklist for something. Oh, this is the other one was a checklist for the cards and stickers, and then this one is a checklist for the chase cards. So the tattoos and the cling stickers, one of which we did actually get. So this one is Ant-Man's. I've seen this packaging before, but I don't recognize it. Anterman's Ant Farm Cake. Chocolate angel food cake with red ants. 8 ounces, oh my god. 8 ounces of cake with 1 pound of ants. That is disgusting. So it's just, I mean, well, of course you got more ants than cake in there because look at how much they've already eaten all the cake. Most of the cake is contained within the ants. Alright, so this is the type of shit. I gotta wonder, is this like an older, but it seems kind of modern, I don't know. This could be a kind of a hybrid between old and new. Offer good for nothing. Save 13 cents on the new battery operated battery. It lasts forever. Instead of Ready Max, Ready, I don't know what it is. Ready or not, and then we have Super Duper Duty. Tired of batteries pooping out just when you need them most? Well, we guarantee this baby will never wear out. Who says American ingenuity is dead? Buy a pack today. You'll be glad you did. Each battery uses one 9-volt battery, not included. Also, ask about our fantastic new battery-operated battery. I had a friend, like, when I was in high school, my experience in writing comedy and funny shit and goofy stuff, Ever Ready. Thank you, the Demonic Void. That's what that's a parody of. I've been writing humor and goofy shit for a while, and when I was in high school, one of my friends, you know, when we would collaborate and think of goofy shit, he came up with the idea of powdered water? Dehydrated water, in other words. Something for a survival situation where it's fine. You just add water, and then you get water. And he was really proud of that joke. I was kind of like, I don't know. We were thinking about maybe making it into a skit, but then we were like, how do you find a powder that you just dump water into and it stays clear? I'm like, you can't use salt, you can't use flour, you can't use cornstarch. So we actually, like, it got to the point where we were racking our brains over how we could make one of my friend's jokes, like, come to life in video form, and we never got around to it, but that's kind of what this reminds me of. Powdered water. And now I find out that, like, powdered water is, like, a thing people have joked about online for a while now, like, in recent years,
And every once in a while, my friend will send me memes of people talking about it. He's like, see, I was right. I'm like, yeah, whatever. So now we have Smellios. It's nasty.
Smellios double anchovy with cigar butts and elk cheese pizza from McPain. No artificial flavors. Could smell this bad. So that's a nice little slice of pizza there. What does that say? 3 stinking toppings. The logo, the font looks familiar to me, but I can't I don't recognize it. This might not have been something sold where I'm from. The green dot on the eye really is making it's racking my brain here, but that sounds genuinely terrible. Some of those aren't cigars though. That one's got those little vanity things, those little plastic filters. That when you didn't want the cigarette to touch your lips, whatever. And now for the last one on the back, we've got instead of Go Gurt, we've got Go Dirt. Oh, so hang on, some of these have. I guess some of them are puzzles, because this is actually, it says, here's what your completed green border puzzle will look like, and it's Go Dirt, portable compost, 6 cruddy muddy soil tubes. Hey, for when you gotta grow on the go. That's what it is. So on the front we've got Gourmel Scary Gourmet. Oh my god, this is scary. Gourmel Scary Kitchen Scorned Beef Hash. 15 ounces of dead, tormented flesh. That's a parody of Hormel, obviously. You know, Gourmel, so I get it, gore, yeah, it's gory, but Hormel is also just waiting for you to say Horrormel, to turn it into that. But that would require more letters, and this actually maintains the same logo size by changing one letter. So, I appreciate both jokes. But down here, what I think is funny is you have like this kind of friendly-looking Ghostbusters ghost down here. Then you have, but he's trying it, and he's like, it's very good, it rattles me bones. And then finally, we got our window cling. So peel off the front and apply to windows, computer screens, or any other smooth surface. Use again and again. So this is something that actually kind of made a resurgence in like the late 90s, early 2000s. As a chase item is window clings. You could put them on television sets, you know, glass tube TVs, CRT computer monitors, regular windows, car windows, things like that. So the one we have is, unfortunately, the ZipCat bar again, and we've already seen that, so I don't like it. I don't like it. This unbox is kind of carried on for a while, but when we do trading cards, 3 of them in a row, that's kind of what happens. We get a lot of them. So let's briefly go over. I get to pick some favorites from each set. So Wacky Packages 50th Anniversary. Cracked Animals, Big Bang Popcorn, Donuts, Kylie Jenner, Lucky Chum, Nightmare on Elm Street. I really don't think the Jenners, I don't give a shit about them. Fuck them. I don't like the Big Bang Theory either. Not a huge fan of The Simpsons, and Viral Animals, not funny to me. So that brings us down to Lucky Chum and Nightmare Nail Polish. I don't know what specific brand the Nightmare on Elm Street nail polish is parodying, but simply for the testimonial from Mr. Kruger himself, I finally look as pretty on the outside as I feel on the inside. This one's my favorite from the set. This, however, was a particularly bad set of cards. I guess I should have been alarmed when 2 of the 3 examples on the front were very politically slanted. And the 2 cards that we got in here that were political jokes, I actually threw on the floor because they were funny. They were not funny. They were, like, offensive borderline. So there's the one favorite from there. Let's go into these flashback ones. We got Liquid Bomber, STD, Next Packs, oh my god, we got a lot of these. Okay, so, we do have a lot. So, let's just go ahead and nix the ones that are really easy. I'm going to go with the coffee one because I didn't quite get it. The sanitarium one is not too funny to me. Out of all the Pepsi jokes, I like the dog one more than just the burp one, so I'll do that. Logs, the legs pantyhose, you have the double joke that's kind of confusing going on. I wasn't really big on that. Prowl, you know, it's funny, but not quite. I guess I'm gonna have to judge these based upon how witty I feel the punchlines are. In terms of, you know, how creative they are. And with that said, Pepsi, that one's not as whatever. Captain Crud is kind of out. Even Boredom's instant coffee, I'm like, that's kind of an easy one to make. This one is funny just because of the humor that you could get away with in the early 70s that you couldn't do today. But STD, I don't think they were aiming for, you know, sexually transmitted disease. I don't think that's what they were shooting for, because they defined it as stops traffic dead. I think the fact that it's just abbreviated STD is just a happy coincidence. But the fact that this one is a joke about the oil crisis that was taking place when this was made and printed, I feel like that makes this one something special. So this one's going to be my pick out of the ones from all the throwback ones. So we got Nightmare on Elm Street, we got the STD oil crisis one, and then from the, well, we're already not putting Zit Cat there because those are gross. So I'm just going to skip those. Really didn't get a whole lot in here. We got 6 and 2 of them are the same thing. And one of the chase cards was gross. So the Ant Farm cake didn't really resound with me because I didn't really recognize the brand. Same with Smellios. Spittles is just nasty because, I mean, let's just be honest here. It looks like a bunch of Skittles filled with jizz. That's not funny. So by process of elimination, I'm going to have to go with Gourmet Scary Kitchen instead of, I think, Country Kitchen Scorned Beef Hash. Which, you know, if you've never had corned beef hash before, I would recommend making it from scratch, not eating it from a can. But, I mean, it's not bad from a can. It's very salty when it comes out of a can. But this is going to be my pick from my favorite from that set. So those were 3 different. Those were, did I just say jizzles? No, spittles, but they're filled with jizz. But so those were 3 different kinds of wacky packages. 50th anniversary throwback, and then alongside the throwback, the very first series of their early 2000s reboot. Things are kind of, you know, off kilter. I didn't like the 50. These are the newest ones, and I didn't like those at all. I love these. I wish I had more packs of these, actually. And as far as these go, I noticed, like, Hormel, this is a very old-looking can. So I kind of have high hopes for the reboot series, because it looks like they're not afraid to go back and talk about brands that maybe aren't as contemporary as the cards were when they were being printed. So we'll open more of these in the future, but here's my pick for the winners from each of the packs. So thank you one more time to Gay for Aliens for sending in a mega collection of Wacky Packages trading cards. We'll open up some more in the future. Not like right away. I'd like to kind of space them out and, you know, make it a special kind of thing. I don't want to barrel through them all at once. So that's going to do it for GatorUNbox tonight. We're going to go to Be Right Back, and I'm going to, you know, pick this stuff up and move the camera around. Hey, thanks for checking out GatorBox on YouTube. We really appreciate it. If you like what you saw and you want to kick around with us live, follow us on Twitch, because we do this several times during the week. And if you want to support this channel, you can do so by subscribing right here on YouTube, following or subscribing over on Twitch, or even making a pledge on Patreon. Your support over the years has been tremendous. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video right here on GatorBox.